It's Fun Size with What I'm with Tim and Dave, and they like things that are fun size.
This is making the show longer. Welcome to the fun size edition of the Let's Strip episode, where we talked about comic strips.
Yes. I immediately thought of something after we finished filming.
Yes.
Not what you see before you, because we already mentioned.
Yes.
But 42.
Yeah,
42
you
books
have
represented
some
here.
Garfield. Some.
All Garfield.
You have a collection of some of the Garfield.
I didn't want to put any more books on here because it's so heavy. I was worried it would break the table.
The quality table from a big box store nearby, I'm sure.
Yeah, and if you see... Oh, yep. Burp, 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 right there. Garfield.
The cat.
The cat. There he is. The classic 80s.
So what did you think of?
Anyway, favorite Calvin and Hobbes strip of all time.
Yeah.
Was... Yeah, one of the snow episodes, Calvin, you see him rolling up the snowman, sets it all up, and it's a bunch of saluting his dad walking across
the picket line about protesting. That's a great one.
But so the dad, we'll put it up, but the dad saying, he knows I hate this. So good.
So good.
As a kid and as a parent.
One of the things that I meant to include in the episode that just you get in the moment, we don't cut, we just keep rolling until the episode's done. Before we decided to do a podcast, we had talked for years about doing a webcomic.
Yep.
We made an attempt dickety years ago, probably.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe
I don't
dickety 1 or dickety 2 years ago.
I don't even think we had kids at this point.
No.
Not together. I mean,
still don't.
Separately with our wives.
Still don't. Not gonna happen. Anyway, that derailed me. Well done. So we made a couple comic strips. I think maybe only one, but it got lost to the sands of time. It did not back it up anywhere. I talked to friends of mine who are really good digital archivists of all the stuff we've all done. None of them had it. But maybe 5 or 6 years ago, you shared an anecdote with me that turned into a comic strip that I made, if you recall.
Yes. Oh, gosh. That's where you made my face Mark Wahlberg.
Yes, and I was going to do a whole series of webcomics where I would just turn your face into a famous meme.
Yes.
And that was a great idea, but we never did anything with it because I opened a small business, got way too busy, and just didn't have time to devote creative efforts to something frivolous. Now I do.
Hooray, frivolity!
So you had shared a story about, it was some Amazon deal where there was a 24-pack of fake microphones, and you wanted to buy it so that you could just mic drop whenever you said something clever. Yes. And I said, that's great. What are you going to do with the other 23? So, made a little comic of that. We'll put it up on the Jumbotron, but I wanted to bring it just because it feels a little more authentic to have a printed comic. Tim is Mark Wahlberg. Like, why did I give such a sick burn? I did that in the computer because I'm not a good pen and ink artist.
I'm so forlorn in that last pen.
Yes, you have been defeated. Which is, kind of the point of having the podcast anyway, is just to do that to you whenever possible.
Just not having to draw it.
Right.
You can just do it in real time.
In real time.
In 4K.
In front of the fan base.
Upload it to 1080. But in 4K.
In 4K, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Cool.
So yeah, that's our first attempt at a fun size.
Yep.
Actually, that might be our second because I think we're filming out of order.
Oh.
Because we still have... we already filmed Super
That
Nintendo.
was our great second attempt.
That was a second attempt at fun size. We're good at this.
Professionals. YouTubers.
So, check out the
main show.
The main show.
Yes, the main show. First and foremost, Saturdays, 11 a.m.
Eastern.
Here on the YouTubes.
On the East Coast time. And then on Tuesdays, Tim's Day. Tim Out Arcade. And Thursday, Babbling On About 5. Do the things. Tell your friends. Make friends for us.
Yeah. We're lonely.
Yeah.
We're just sitting here talking to each other in cameras.
Yeah. This is literally the only person I know anymore.
It's so weird.
It's so weird. All right.
Cool. Bye.